Hello and welcome to the bustling Prague Central Station, the starting point of today's fantastic trip to Budapest aboard the Eurocity Metropolitan. We will discover the train and the trip together and learn a little about our locomotive owned by an Austrian company, ends up hauling a train from Prague to Budapest, along with other little pieces of information about this journey. Today we enter the station through its new building, which is only considered new in comparison to the original Fanta building, as this part of the station was opened in 1979. Most of the station's amenities are now located here, including several shops, eateries and ticket offices. There's also Székelydrahy's first-class lounge, which we will explore shortly. For now, however, something more important is a quick snack at Fantova Kavarna, the Art Nouveau cafe located in the old building. This is something I always enjoy when passing through, and I highly recommend it. The connection from the new building leads us to the old domed roundabout of the Art Nouveau Fanta building, which dates back to the early 20th century. It was shown here on the channel in more detail in my previous video where I showcased the trip from here to Ostrava on Székelydrahy's Super City Pendolino. Cakes at Fantova Kavarna are always splendid, and I try not to miss them whenever I pass through this station. The clock, however, keeps ticking to remind us it's time to go downstairs to the first-class lounge. To reach it, we pass through Székelydrahy's Travel Center, which houses their ticket offices and information desks all in one area. As we enter the lounge, we see a mural dedicated to Sir Nicholas Winton, a British humanitarian who rescued 669 Czech children from advancing Nazi troops during the German occupation of Czechoslovakia. He lived a long life, passing away in 2015 at the age of 106. The lounge provides a comfortable space for first-class passengers to wait quietly for their trains. It offers a selection of teas, coffees and water, along with a designated children's area, which is common in Székelydrahy's lounges. Time flies, and we should make our way to the train track. Come along and let's explore a bit more of this station together. This station is always a pleasure because of the variety and number of trains. After a brief wait, my train arrives, pulled by a Siemens Vectron multisystem, owned by European Locomotive Leasing and operated by Székelydrahy. Later in the video I will discuss the European rail market and how liberalization has created numerous options for rail operators to use rolling stock without the need for outright purchases. For now, however, let's walk along the consist of mostly Slovak cars with the Czech cafeteria, board the train and find my seat. Do you remember when I mentioned the Czech manufacturer Wagonka Studenka in the video showing a trip from Bohumín to Brno with RegioJet? These cars were all manufactured there, although they were refurbished in recent years. Let's board and check the very nice interiors of this first-class car. Departure is at 3:44 p.m. on time, as countless trains have been doing from here since 1871. And as usual, upon departure, we check the map for today's trip. A feature of the Czech network are these stylized catenary poles. Beautiful, aren't they? Soon, we reach 160 km per hour, the maximum speed on today's trip. Shortly after departure, passengers are offered a bottle of water and a menu. It will become quite handy later in the trip. Now, however, we stop at Vallin's home signal for a little while. And then, we start moving at reduced speed. The setting sun, however, creates beautiful views, which I hope you enjoy as much as I do. Shortly after, we accelerate back to the train's usual speed. The time lost, though, won't help toward keeping the train on schedule. We arrive at Kolín, our first stop, with a delay of 10 minutes. Kolín is an industrial town with a population of approximately 33,000 inhabitants. It is home to Toyota Motor Manufacturing, which produces the Aygo and Yaris models. This factory is the largest employer in the region. In terms of railway connections, Kolín serves as a junction for lines running from Prague to Ostrava and the Polish border, as well as from Kolín to Brno via Havlíčkův Brod and from Kolín to Ústí nad Labem. After this stop, is now a good time to go for a walk through the train, show you the available accommodations, and talk about the changes in the European rail market that have allowed operators to lease rolling stock instead of purchasing it outright. With the liberalization of the railways and the European Union's legislative initiatives promoting a single European rail market, train operators, public legacy ones as well as private new entrants, can now operate in any country within the European Union. As operators began to expand their services beyond national borders, rolling stock manufacturers responded by designing locomotives that could run seamlessly across different countries. Consequently, due to a much larger number of market participants, with many more companies operating over a much larger commercially unified network, and to lower the initial investment required by train operators in their expansion to new markets, rolling stock leasing companies were born and have become a common feature of European railways, similar to their long-standing presence in the United States, driven by a vibrant market with extensive track networks with no boundaries. Today, operators can lease locomotives and even passengers or freight cars, enabling them to maintain a fleet that meets their needs at any given time. This is how we have on today's train a locomotive owned by an Austrian company, European Locomotive Leasing, registered in Germany, operated by the Czech train operator České dráhy, and hauling a train across 3 different railway networks: Czech, Slovak, and Hungarian. Back at my seat, let me show you its amenities. We arrive at Brno at 6:24 p.m., 5 minutes late. After leaving, I decide to have an early dinner since I want to be free when we arrive in Mrechlav. I order a chickpea and cauliflower curry, a bottle of Czech red wine, and a delicious chocolate pancake with whipped cream, all for 383 Czech koruna. Payment can be made in koruna, euros, and Hungarian forints, as well as by bank card. This trip is going by quickly and soon we arrive at Breslav, a border station and major junction in Central Europe. From here, trains head southwest to Austria and southeast to Slovakia and Hungary. My train connects here with the Eurocity service from Poland to Vienna, which is now entering in the adjacent track. This train includes a Swiss panorama car and will be featured on the channel at some point in the future. Given the delay of the other train, we end up departing Breslav at 7:18 p.m. with a delay of 23 minutes. In Slovakia, our speed is a little lower with a maximum of 140 km per hour. However, soon we arrive at Bratislava with a delay of over 30 minutes. It's a short stop and we get underway again into the Slovakian countryside. In the meantime, let me talk a little about the name Metropolitan. More than just a train, Eurocity Metropolitan is a unified brand for direct, fast cross-border trains in the Prague-Brno-Bratislava-Budapest corridor. For the winter schedule of 2017-18, the train operators from the Czech Republic, Slovakia and Hungary decided to drop each train's name and rebrand the entire service connecting the three capitals as Eurocity Metropolitan. The amenities are the same in all trains sharing the brand. Currently, there are 5 daily departures from Prague to Budapest, along with an additional service that operates solely from Brno. From this point on, the train is much emptier and I take the opportunity for one last walk around. I hope you enjoy it. While I'm at it, let me share how much I paid for this trip. I purchased my ticket from the České dráhy website a little over a month before my departure for 1068 koruna. Please keep in mind that ticket prices are dynamic and vary depending on the specific train and how early you buy the tickets. Overall, I think it's a reasonable price. What do you think? With the night well advanced, we arrive at Budapest Nyugati at 11:23 p.m. with a delay of 53 minutes. Join me as I disembark and share my impressions of the trip. Prague's main station is a gem, offering numerous amenities to keep passengers entertained while waiting for their trains. The first-class lounge is quiet, comfortable and very convenient. The train itself is comfortable with decent rolling quality that makes for a relaxing journey. The service is outstanding. The bar attendants are among the friendliest you can find and the food is incredibly tasty. On the downside, the nearly 1 hour delay feels excessive, being this a negative point here. Thank you for staying with me until the end. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. This is the best way to support me and the channel, allowing it to grow and showcase many more videos featuring different trains along with a bit of history and technology. Thank you and I look forward to seeing you next week aboard an Hungarian intercity from Budapest to Balatonfenyves.